and again, I just want to state this, right? We're just voicing our opinions. We're not
Right.
scientists, right?
No.
Everybody has to do their research. There's a lot of information on the website about, if you have any questions, everything like that. We're just talking about our own opinion, right? Where
Personal,
we
yeah.
are.
All right, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen, we got a nice show
United,
tonight.
united, united.
Man, we got a nice
Yeah,
show
yeah,
tonight
yeah.
today, man. So let's get it. Let me introduce. I'm just gonna jump right into it and introduce Manny Fresh. Let them know.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. Chuck. I appreciate you. We appreciate you guys following us. 2021 United Podcast. I'll make it short and simple. Like button, subscribe, support us. We love you. Thank you. Keep it going, Chuck.
Yeah, brother Ray. Let us know. Let everybody
Same
say
here. Keep it
hello.
going. Keep it going. Yeah, let's subscription, knowledge without borders. This is going to be a very interesting topic. Let's
Knowledge
go.
about
Let's
what?
go. Pass it
Eddie
on. Pass
Yo.
it on.
Yes, sir. My brother, Eddie
All
Yo.
right, all
Let him know. All
right.
right, so I'm gonna kick it to my brother Eddie Yo. Eddie Yo, let him know.
Yo. First of all, man, like I said, if you're listening to this podcast right now, you are blessed because you are alive just like us. And
Yeah.
every time you get another day to be blessed is another day that we can make things happen. But
Thank you,
I'm not
thank you,
going to talk
thank you.
about that. Today's going to be a crazy show. I'm going to kick it right back to Chuck. Yo, Chuck, kick
Oh
this.
man, oh Eddie, oh man, I'm excited to talk about this vaccine today because everybody's not on board with it. Every because there's not too much to know about it. So I want to go around and get everybody's thoughts on just your whole thought on how fast they created it and just do you believe in it and just things like that. So man, I want everybody to know that these are just our opinions. I mean, that's all they are. We're just speaking on a topic.
That's right.
So um,
Yep.
you know, do your own research, because we
Yeah.
do our own research for our own self. So man, so I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go Manny Fresh. You know that they came out with this vaccine just like way too early, in my opinion. As many diseases that we have in the world that they've been trying to find cures for, and they really can't find cures for, and all of a sudden they come up with a COVID-19 vaccine. Me, I think I I don't know. It's kind of suspect, but you let me know what you're feeling upon that, and um, do you do you do you agree with me on that?
I kind of do, Chuck. To be honest, first of all, thank you for posing that question. And whatever the aim is, obviously the aim to us or to the world is to make us better. But the underlining objective is what we don't know, and that's why we're curious, and that's why we listen to all those conspiracy things and whatnot. At this point, to be honest, my head is spinning. I'm like 50-50 on it. In one way, I want to take it so that I can go and live my life, still take the proper measures. But my God, we need some kind of break because I've never been in this situation, and I'm a social person, man. But anyway, in a way, I want to kind of take it. The other part of me doesn't want to because of everything that I've heard, and it's like you said, it's early. We don't know what
Really?
Hmm.
the side effects are going to be down the line.
Yeah.
So I'm on the fence. If I had to take it because I have a condition and I have no choice, I would. For the most part, I'm pretty healthy, but I'm on the side just waiting right now. I'm getting mixed reviews, and yeah, I want to hear what Eddie has to say about that.
Man, that's a good question. I still have to do some more research. I still have to feel a little bit more comfortable with my decision. Yeah, it's unheard of that we come up with such a quick solution for something that we don't even know. We still learning things about this whole
Yep.
virus. But I'm a little confused. I'm going to be very honest. I don't know if I would take it, and I don't know if I wouldn't take it. I think I would take it for the simple fact that I don't think it would have side effects on me. Um, but if it's something that I would do to help other people around me, me being a person that's around other people, then I would do it without thinking about it, and just wish for the best. I'm a strong believer that whatever's going to be, it's going to be, whether it's me taking a vaccine or me crossing the street. A lot of what I do and think about is just me being a strong believer, and I gotta go ahead and just go with that.
All right, so Brother Ray, I have a different question for you. So out of there's two vaccines out and the third one coming out.
Yep.
This third one is Johnson and Johnson, and they're going, you could only, if you take this shot, it's only 66% guarantee that it's going to, work for you, but you take one dose versus the other two, Moderna and Pfizer, going, you take two doses and it's still what, 95%, but you got to take two doses.
Mhm.
So, but just saying, like, it almost goes back to the first question. So, because they came out with these things so fast,
Yep.
If you had to choose one, which one of the vaccines would you choose?
So if I had to choose one,
Yeah.
wow, Chuck, that's a great question with regards to which particular vaccine to take, with all the options and the probabilities. But for the most part, I'll go with the higher probabilities, despite all of the logistics that you have to do, going for the first one and then the second one. So I'll go with that one, the Johnson and Johnson, which is the last one on the scene, which with a much lower probability. And then with everything that everybody said, you still got to go with the data. It's just new, so I'll go with the first one. I'll go with the two shots.
So
Right
what
back
if
at
they
you.
would take
so what if they told you that the one
Well,
from Johnson?
well, no,
Listen,
no. Hold on. So I'm sorry. I want to address what Manny said. So he said, "Would you take it?" Now I just answered the question, which one you would take it, because I didn't have any options. Now, if
Right.
the question is, would you take a vaccine? I don't know, because there's so many different things that I'm on the fence, like Eddie O, right? So the whole propaganda against the mistrust in the science, right?
Mhm.
The fact that it was a rapid into getting this vaccine. So yes, I'm definitely on the same side as I will wait. But the question was, between those two, which one you would take? I made a choice. So
Yeah. No.
That's a good point. Those are good points.
okay,
Yeah.
so let me just actually throw a little something into that too. So what if it was they told you that this one shot at 65% there was no side effects versus the other two? Would you, Eddie O, would you take it? Would you, which one of them?
That's a great question. So let me go back, right? Let me go back to this, right? I've heard of people taking these vaccines and they get no side effects. I think it's an individual thing, Chuck, right? I think it's because there's people that may have been tested positive and show
Right.
no symptoms at all, and then there's people that have, and unfortunately they show the worst symptom, and
Right.
that's death, right?
Right.
So I mean, I think it's an individual thing. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna kind of I guess rephrase a little bit of what I said earlier. Uh, I'm I don't know if these vaccines are going to cause something that's going to be more drastic to me now already, right?
Down the line.
Um, I guess as time goes by, I would feel more comfortable with more statistics and more, just more
course.
me doing more research.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has a matter if it's a choice of me choosing one or the other. If I'm gonna do it, I might choose one or the other. It doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter. It's more like,
Right.
will I do that? Do I feel like I need to do that? Am I following protocol? Do I wear the mask? Do I just play my part here in society?
Right.
But then that's not enough, right? But I guess just to kind of answer that question is I think I need to wait a little longer
Right.
and do the research. And I think see what goes on with these very new vaccines that are
Right.
introduced to the world. And, I mean,
And that-
like
and if I
data
can
and
touch on that,
statistics, right?
Statistics.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I
Ray.
think the statistics. Oh, I'm sorry, Manny. I think
You good.
the statistic will make us a little bit more comfortable with our the reliance on the vaccines, right? So It's everything is still new. And again, I just want to state this, right? We're just voicing our opinions. We're not
Right.
scientists, right?
No.
Everybody has to do their research. There's a lot
Mhm.
of information on the website about, if you have any questions, everything like that. We're just talking about our own opinion, right? Where
Personal,
we
yeah.
are for our own. So again, I would like personally to see a little bit more history, statistics,
Mhm.
side effects.
Right.
This can take months, years. Hopefully, we
Right.
don't have to wait years, but this is what we're dealing with. It's a novelty. It's new. It's a lot of things. There's been a lot of
Yeah.
mistrust. But go
Ray,
ahead. Sorry.
I think that's the challenge, right? If we knew what's going to happen in the future, we would. Oh, people are living, nothing happened, we're good, and that's the catch. And the other part of it is, can you afford to wait, right?
Right.
Because we're like, oh, I want to see what's going to happen. There's people that can't afford to wait,
Right.
True.
whether it's
True.
because they're just careless or because they have an underlying condition. There's people out there that can afford to wait to see what happens, right? So that's a difficult decision that you have to make. So is it, which poison do you choose? Do you wait and potentially get sick, or do you wait, take it, and then die from a side effect? So that's the question. Another point I want to touch on is every year I've never taken an influenza shot in my life, but every year millions of Americans go ahead and take it. What company makes it? Give me the company that makes the influenza vaccine every year. Nobody knows, right?
Good point. Good point. Yep.
Everybody knows about Pfizer and Moderna, but a lot of people take that shot every year, not knowing what they're putting into their arms, right?
Totally
And
agree.
they're essentially injecting the virus in you, right? Because it mutates, from what I understand. I haven't taken, knock on wood, I've never had an issue. I get like one cold per year, but so you got to think about it that way too. So, and that's the unknown and all the uncertainties that has
Mhm.
everybody looking
Definitely.
for guidance. And then you have the internet with an influx of information, with people with different agendas, and people want to sway you this way and that way.
Yep.
And we're like sitting ducks in the middle,
Yeah.
So those
Can
are
I
the
can I
challenges,
ask
man.
can I ask a question? And this is something I really I don't know, and it's maybe a silly question, but these vaccines that are created, do they revisit and make better? Or is this something that's ongoing? Or are we just guinea pigs at this point? Are people just like, let me see what happens, and then they revisit this
Yeah,
situation? Is it something that they update or based on
yeah,
data? Because it's constant. What happens with these vaccines? Is it just like this is what we have and this is what we're gonna do and that's where it stays?
right.
What happens?
No. So every year, Eddie, just like the influenza, from what I understand, every year is a different strain, right? You ever heard of that?
Mhm.
Different strain. So they have to adjust whatever they're injecting in you. So everybody's like, oh, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. If you're taking the flu shot, you're getting something anyway. Um, and this thing mutates, already it's mutating before we even get on top of it. Um, I had a good point. I kind of lost my train of thought, but yeah, man, it mutates, and we taking the shot, and people take the shot. So
It's
And
already,
and and one of the vaccines was already
there's already,
reported as sorry,
I'm
and
sorry.
one of the vaccines was already reported as not effective on one of them
Right.
the mutations, right?
Hmm.
So
So it's
just
always going to
just
be a
I'm sorry, I got
yeah.
my thought back. I'm sorry, guys. So this sorry. So this vaccine, from what I understand, typically what happens is when you get a vaccine, it has to go through different stages and different clearances, if you will. So these vaccines were supposed to the animals were supposed to be injected to see a reaction, to see, but we don't have that privilege now. So now in turn they gamble, right? Because they have to get something out there to get the economy back in. So look into it, because I was listening and reading, and they were talking about that they skipped the animal trials as far as to see what's going to happen. So
Hmm.
guess what? Guess who the guinea pigs are? And
Yeah.
to Eddie's point, right? So
And they're already talking about, it's a rumble out there that it's gonna be a yearly thing now. You take a COVID shot every year. It's
I
like,
heard, yeah.
so it's like, just to be talking about vaccines and man, so it's 2020 was a rough year, but we seem to push through it. And
Mhm.
man, I can tell you personally, I have mixed feelings on taking a vaccine as well myself. So, as Manny said, I don't take the flu shot. I've never taken a flu shot, and I rarely get sick. If I do, it's a minor cold. So,
Mhm.
you know, I don't think too much about it. So, and I'm not into the whole, you know, injecting my body, and I take my shots, my vaccines as it, as we supposed to do every 2-3 years or whenever we supposed. I take that because that's what I was taught to take. Yeah, that's what I was taught that I knew I had to take. But other than that, nothing else.
But I think it's worth repeating again, and this is a very, very, serious topic that we're talking about, right? So, we definitely have to look into the information on the website about, the pros and cons. There's multiple resources where you could even Google, should I take the vaccine, and then you just research through because, what we're talking about is, our personal opinion, what we see, how we interpret things, and we're not trying to sway anybody as to yes or no or why not, but because at the end of the day we all have families, and it's not just about us, as Eddie kind of mentioned offline, right? Is protecting each other, right? So this is not a more of a, this is on my own thing or for oneself. No, this is for everyone at the end of the day, right? Because so please just go online, look at the stuff. We could put some information in the comments as to where we got the information, everything else, if you need to view. All it's covered, it's well covered on media channels. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. You'll see for, against,
Right.
conspiracy theories and everything else. This is a very, very serious topic that a lot of people, I'm probably sure, are struggling with. There's definitely some positive, there's definitely some negatives, but it's not an easy yes or no type of question.
Right.
Yes, because it's one of those things where this is your body. As you say, it's our temple, so you got to be careful about what even you insert into your body, let alone letting somebody inject something into your body. So man, I just want to thank my brothers here because it was a very interesting topic, and it's something that's out there, and we need more information. I can say it again.
And share your thoughts, people, right?
Share your thoughts, man.
More information and less misinformation.
Correct. Thank you, Brother Ray. Yep. So man, Manny, Ray, Eddie. I mean, if you guys had any more questions, I want to say thank you. Hit the subscribe button. Leave questions, leave comments, everything, and we surely will get back to you and say thank you. Have a safe and wonderful trip home or wherever you're going, and just be safe out there.
I want to give a shout out to our worldwide listeners in Turkey, Belgium, Ireland.
That's
right? All over the place. So we're out there.
Let us know how you feel.
We're global.
Let us know how you feel throughout the world. Put some comments on there. Just press like and we can engage with you. We can we'll always answer back. Brother Ray,
it would be great to hear from Brazil, because we got listeners in Brazil, we got listeners in Argentina, we got listeners in Belgium. It'll be great to hear from them as well.
Wakanda too.
Wakanda as well.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, United Podcast Show. Knowledge without borders.
Thank you guys. Great show. Great job, Chuck. Love you guys. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.